Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Trade with Zay, back at it again with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna show y'all how we just cooked today. We cooked. You feel me? The whole Money Glitch Algo team cooked today. You feel me? So yeah, let's get right into it, man. I ain't gonna waste no time. You feel me? No time. So basically, boom. This is what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? This is what the charts looked like after we were done. But let's start on the blank page. You feel me? So boom, hop on a fresh little chart, you feel me? Let's go on the XAU USD. Alright, let's go. So let's rewind the time back to 8 a.m. Boy, I'm hyped as hell. What? They got a watermark for the replay? That's new. Okay. I don't know if I fuck with that, but yeah. 1 hour time frame. Let's go. What we doing? We hype the fuck up. Let's go. So boom, 1 hour time frame. If I look at the EMAs, is telling me that we're bullish. If I look at market structure, I could just see, you know what I'm saying, we broke this high. And we made another high. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna retrace back down to equilibrium to the 50%, mitigate some orders and whatnot. That's what it did right there of that range from this low to this high. There's a demand zone right here. You know what I'm saying? There's a demand zone right here. Boom. High probability too. Boom. Noted that out. Alright, bet. So hop back on the 5 minute, you feel me? So boom. Alright, bet. So I noted this out. We had already got the tap. This was a demand zone from Friday. We were trying to get a little trade off of that on Friday. It did not come to our demand zone that like we wanted to, but it took off. So I'm like, alright, bet. Today though, it tapped into it, and then market structure shift on the 1 minute started switching to like bullish, but we'll get into it. So basically, EMAs are telling me we're bearish, so we got the 5 minute EMAs bearish, 5 minute EMA is bearish. Let's see what a 15 minute EMA. Let's take a look at the 15 minute EMA. 15 minute EMA is bullish, but we're trading to the 200. That's how I be so 15 minute EMA bullish, but trading to 200. Whenever like the 15 minute EMA is trading to the 200, all that kind of means for me is that like we're just getting in a good position to buy. You feel me? So yeah, so I noted that, I just had this right here. Boom. So initially with the strategy, we're supposed to be looking for a sell, right? I found the supply zone right here, but the reason why I did not take the supply zone was because we had the tap of this demand zone right here, the higher time frame demand zone. So this is a higher time frame demand zone. So I was like, you know what, if I feel like if I take a sell, this could be invalidated, but I noted it out. 5 minutes supply, I hit the demand. So this is 5 minute supply. So I had tapped into it there, but for real, the move that I was trying to get, if this if this demand zone was valid and it wanted to respect it, this was the setup I was looking for. So boom, I was like, alright, bet. I'm gonna try to get this little buy right here, get my little 1-to-1, you feel me? So basically we just waited for market structure to tell us what it was gonna do. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, and then I'll pause it whenever I see something. So boom. So we had invalidated this zone right here, right? I was like, alright, bet, that's cool. I was like, shoot, let me look at the 15 minute real quick. Oh shoot, I see another demand zone on 15 minutes. So I was like, alright, bet. Let me just note that out. Boom. Then we hop back on the 5 minute. I was like, alright, this is cool. This was probably just an inducement, you know what I'm saying? to get early buyers out the market, you feel me? So then we were just seeing how this 15-minute demand zone was playing out. I'll just note it right here, 15-minute demand. Boom. I was like, alright, let me just see how price reacts off of this zone. Next candle printed, that shit came up, you feel me? Like pretty hard, you know what I'm saying? It was dropping down, wicked it out. This looked good for like a little liquidity grab. Whoever put buy limits here and then put their stop loss under this right here, you know, they got taken out. That was money for the market. That's liquidity being taken out. So then for our entry protocol is if price comes into a demand zone, you know, and we just see how the candle prints, this is like more than likely a liquidity grab, which it was. If we get the break of the candle, which it did right there, you know what I'm saying, we're in, stops below the candle, like so, and then we aim for a 1-to-1, like so, and yeah, let's just see what happened. So the reason why we took this demand while we're looking for buys as well is because of this higher time frame demand zone, you feel me? This higher time frame demand zone, we're just seeing if this is valid. And then we had another demand zone in the demand zone, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, alright, bet, let's see if, you know, it respects it. We got the break of the candle there, and then right after that shit, damn, gold just shot up, and we're like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? Gold looking good on Memorial Day too, you know what I'm saying? On Memorial Day, and then boom, TP hit, baby. You know what I'm saying? It was just like an 8-minute trade. I risked 300. I made like 260. You know, I did a manual market. I got out the market manually. So, you know, when I hit the button, that shit had went back down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking my profit at like 300, you feel me? That was my fault though. I should have just put my TP where it needed to be at and just, you know, let it hit for what it was. But yeah, shit. This ended up, after it hit the 1-to-1, we're like experimenting. We're like, alright, let's see if like shit can go up to like a 1-to-2. So we already secured profits. We're done for the day, you feel me? We just want to see what gold, if we can go for these 1-to-2s, you feel me? And boom, price gave us this 1-to-2. So we're like, alright, bet. We're just collecting data and shit. And then I just look back at gold. I was like, shit, let me see if we can get this 1-to-3 real quick. Let's see if we can get a like little 1-to-3. Because, you know, this is a good place to buy and leave a runner just because of the higher time frame demand, you feel me? And then boom, let price play out, boom, and shit, that shit hit for a 1-to-3, you feel me? So you could have hit your 1-to-1, put stop loss to break even, and then take some partials out and then let that bitch ride, you feel me? And you would have been good on Memorial Day. Little 1-to-3, 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3. Done for the day on a holiday. You know what I'm saying? Me and the boys made it happen. If you want to learn how we trade, we are working on a Discord group. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you want to learn how to trade, just be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? We do offer mentorships, one-on-ones. You know, from everything that we've learned. We've gotten payouts before, we've gotten funded before. We're just on the way back to get them bitches back. Well, I am, you know what I'm saying? I lost my accounts due to over trading, but I'm on the way back though. You know what I'm saying? Got this whole group behind me. So yeah, there's no way we're not gonna make it, you feel me? I did it one time, we could do it again. About to eat up the markets, you feel me? I'm so hyped up. Glad today, you know what I'm saying? We took a dub. We have been taking some L's. You know, they were my fault, to be honest. They were my fault. Little fuck ups, but yeah, that's why I'm making these videos, so I can note down what I need to do better next time, give you all these trade recaps, so that way you don't make the same mistake as I did, and you know what I'm saying, we can start eating off the markets. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is don't trade with Zay, so don't trade WZ. You know what I'm saying, you'll see me up there. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.